Cole, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
I'd love to live somewhere near the ocean. Maybe Portugal or Japan.
Why Japan?
I don't know. I just love the food, the culture, the trains. I think it would be amazing.
Did everyone catch that? He just used would 4 times in 10 seconds. And it sounded completely natural.
Wait, I did?
I'd love to live. I'd just love the food. I think it would be amazing. All would. And you didn't think about it even once.
Honestly, no. It just came out.
And that's exactly the problem for most English learners. They hear would everywhere. In movies, in conversations, in songs. They understand it when they hear it. But the moment they try to use it themselves, they freeze.
Because would does like 15 different things and nobody explains it in a way that actually makes sense.
Until today. Because today we're going to make would feel easy. Not with grammar charts, not with rules you'll forget tomorrow, just with real conversations and real feelings.
So if would has ever confused you, stressed you out, or made you stop mid-sentence, stay with us. This episode is going to change that.
Let's start with the most important thing. Before any rules, before any structures, let's just feel the word.
Feel it? What do you mean?
Listen to these 2 sentences and tell me which one feels stronger. I will help you.
That feels certain, like a decision, like you've already made up your mind.
Now listen to this one. I would help you.
That feels softer, like there's something else. Like maybe you want to help, but something is stopping you.
Exactly. And that's the core feeling of would. It's softer. It's gentler. It's less certain. It lives in a world of possibilities, not facts.
So will is real, would is imagined.
That's a beautiful way to put it. Will lives in the real future. Things you've decided, things you're sure about. Would lives in your imagination. Things you dream about, things that depend on something else, or things you're being polite about.
So it's not one meaning, it's one feeling with different uses.
Exactly. And once you get that feeling, everything else clicks. Let's start with the use people need the most, politeness.
Ah, this is the one that makes you sound instantly better in English.
Instantly. Compare these two. I want some water versus I would like some water.
Same meaning, but the second one sounds so much nicer.
Because would like is the polite version of want. And native speakers use it all the time. At restaurants, at work, with strangers, even with friends.
I'd like a coffee, please. I'd like to ask a question. I'd like to try that.
And the short form I'd, that's just I would squeezed together. Everyone uses it in spoken English. You almost never hear the full I would in casual conversation.
Good to know. So whenever I want something, instead of I want, I can say I'd like.
Exactly. Small change, big difference. Now let's talk about polite requests, because this is where would really shines.
Like asking someone to do something?
Right. Can you open the window? That's fine, but would you open the window? That's softer, more respectful. You're giving the other person space.
Would you help me with this? Would you mind waiting a moment? Would you send me that file?
All very natural, all very common, and all much smoother than can you or will you. Now let's talk about offers. When you want to do something nice for someone.
Like when a friend comes to your house.
Right. Instead of do you want coffee, which is fine, you can say, would you like some coffee? It sounds warmer, more welcoming.
And if someone needs help, instead of I can help you, you can say I'd love to help.
I'd be happy to help. I'd love to join you. These sentences sound kind, positive, and natural. That's the power of polite would.
Okay, politeness covered. Now let's get to the fun part.
Imagination.
Yes, because this is where would gets really interesting.
So, would is amazing when you talk about things that aren't real right now. But you're imagining them, dreaming about them, playing with the idea in your head.
Like, if I had more money, I would buy a house by the beach.
That sentence isn't about your real life. It's about a version of your life that doesn't exist yet. You're imagining.
If I had more time, I would learn piano.
If I lived in New York, I would walk everywhere.
If I could meet anyone, I would meet David Bowie.
See the pattern? If plus past tense, then would plus base verb. The if part gives the condition. The would part gives the imagined result.
And this isn't just grammar. It's how people dream out loud in English.
Exactly. And you don't even need the if part every time. Sometimes people just say the dream directly. I would love to live by the sea. It would be amazing to travel the world. That would be incredible.
Those are wishes, and they all feel warm, soft, and a little dreamy.
That's would doing its thing. Now let's shift gears, because would doesn't only look forward, it also looks back.
Back? Like the past?
Yes, remember how would is the past form of will? So when you're remembering something someone said or believed in the past, you use would.
Like he said he would call me.
Exactly. At that moment in the past, he made a promise about the future. And when you look back at that promise now, you use would.
I thought it would be easy. That means, back then, I believed it was going to be easy, but now I know it wasn't.
She told me she would come to the party. I didn't know it would take so long. We believed it would work.
There's a feeling of, I expected one thing and reality gave me something else.
Exactly. It's like looking through a window into your past expectations. And would is the glass.
That's poetic.
Thank you. Now here's another past use that I absolutely love. Would for past habits.
Past habits, like used to?
Similar, but with more feeling. Listen to these two sentences. I used to play outside every day, versus, when I was a kid, I would play outside every day.
The second one sounds like a story, like I can see the kid running around.
That's the difference. Used to states a fact. Would paints a picture. It carries emotion, nostalgia, warmth. It invites the listener into the memory.
My grandmother would cook for us every Sunday. I can smell the food already.
My dad would tell the worst jokes and laugh at them himself.
We would stay up late watching movies and eating popcorn.
See how alive those memories feel? That's would for storytelling. And it works for any repeated action in the past. School routines, childhood games, family traditions, anything.
So used to is the diary. Would is the movie.
Perfect way to think about it. If this episode is making would click for you, hit that like button. It takes 1 second and helps more learners find us.
Seriously, one tap makes a big difference. Okay, there's one more use we haven't covered yet.
Sharing opinions gently.
Right, because sometimes you want to say what you think, but you don't want to sound too strong or too pushy.
And would softens it perfectly. Instead of, I think that's too expensive, which is fine, you can say, I would say that's too expensive.
That sounds like advice, not judgment.
I would think twice before accepting that offer. I wouldn't expect it to be easy. I would guess she's around 30.
It's like saying, this is just my opinion. You can disagree, no pressure.
Exactly. Would creates that gentle space, and people appreciate it, especially at work, in meetings, or with people you don't know well.
So we've got politeness, imagination, past expectations, past habits, and gentle opinions. That's a lot from one little word.
And they all share the same core feeling. Soft, not fully certain, and often imagined.
Okay, before our word tour, let's talk mistakes. Because I know there are some classic ones.
Mistake number 1, using would when you mean will. If you're sure about something, if it's a real plan, use will. I will go to the gym tomorrow. Not, I would go to the gym tomorrow. That sounds like there's a condition missing.
Like your brain is waiting for the if part that never comes.
Exactly. Would needs a reason to be soft. If there's no condition, no imagination, no politeness, just use will.
Mistake number 2?
Forgetting the condition. I would travel more sounds incomplete by itself. Travel more, if what? If you had more money, more time, more vacation days?
Either say the full thing, I would travel more if I had more time, or make it clearly a wish. I would love to travel more.
Right, both work, but I would travel more, floating alone, can confuse people.
And mistake number 3, I would to go.
No to. After would, the verb is always base form. I would go. I would eat. I would help. No to in between. Ever.
Same rule as will. I will go, I would go. Clean and simple.
Now let's talk about some expressions with would that you'll hear every single day.
Yes, these are the ones that make you sound really natural.
First, would love. This is when you're excited about something. I'd love to come. I'd love to try that. I'd love some dessert.
More enthusiastic than would like with energy.
Next, would prefer. This is a polite way to choose one thing over another. I'd prefer to stay home. I'd prefer tea over coffee.
Gentle and clear, not demanding.
And then, would rather. This one is for preference too, but a little more direct. I'd rather not talk about it. I'd rather stay in tonight. I'd rather walk than take the bus.
And the fun one, would you rather? It's a whole game.
Would you rather live in the mountains or by the sea? Would you rather be invisible or fly?
People play this game everywhere. YouTube, parties, road trips.
And now you know exactly what it means and how to answer. All right, let's do our word tour.
Listen carefully, repeat out loud, and start using these today.
First, would like. This is the polite version of want. Use it anytime you're asking for something or expressing a wish.
Example, I'd like a table for two, please.
Or, I'd like to learn more about that.
Repeat after me. Would like.
Would like.
Good. Next, would love. This means you really want something or you're excited about it. Stronger than would like.
Example, I'd love to visit Japan someday.
Or, I'd love to help you with that project.
Repeat, would love.
Would love.
Now, would rather. This means you prefer one thing over another. After would rather, use the base verb, no to.
Example, I'd rather cook at home than eat out.
Or, I'd rather not go to the party tonight.
Repeat, would rather.
Would rather.
Next, would prefer. Similar to would rather, but slightly more formal. Often followed by to.
Example, I'd prefer to take the morning flight.
Or, she'd prefer not to talk about work right now.
Repeat, would prefer.
Would prefer.
Now, imaginary situation. This is a situation that isn't real. It only exists in your mind. Would is used to talk about what you'd do in imaginary situations.
Example, if I won the lottery, I would quit my job immediately.
Or, if I could speak 5 languages, life would be so different.
Repeat, imaginary situation.
Imaginary situation.
Next, expectation. An expectation is something you believe will happen. When talking about past expectations, we use would.
Example, I thought it would be easier, but it wasn't.
Or, she didn't expect it would take so long.
Repeat, expectation.
Expectation.
Now, nostalgia. Nostalgia is a warm, emotional feeling you get when you remember happy moments from the past. Would, for past habits, carries nostalgia.
Example, I feel nostalgia every time I hear that song.
Or, his stories about childhood are full of nostalgia.
Repeat, nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
Next, condition. A condition is something that needs to happen first before something else can happen. Would often depends on a condition.
Example, I would help you if I had more time. The condition is, if I had more time.
Or, she would move abroad, but only under the right conditions.
Repeat, condition.
Condition.
Now, soften. To soften means to make something less strong, less direct, or less harsh. Would softens sentences.
Example, adding would softens your opinion and makes it sound more polite.
Or, I tried to soften my feedback so it didn't sound too critical.
Repeat, soften.
Soften.
And the last one, base verb. A base verb is the simplest form of a verb. No to, no ing, no ed. After would, always use the base verb.
Example, after would, use the base verb. I would go, not I would to go.
Or, the base verb of running is run.
Repeat, base verb.
Base verb.
And that's the word tour for today.
Replay this section until every word feels natural. And try to use would at least 3 times today. In your head, out loud, or in a message.
Here's your challenge. In the comments, answer this question. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live and why? Use would in your answer.
And here's a bonus. Answer this one too. What's something you would always do as a kid that you miss now?
If this episode finally made would make sense, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share it with someone who still says, I would to go.
Help them fix that. They'll thank you.
One small word. endless possibilities.
Take care of your imagination, your politeness, and your English.
This is Maya,
And this is Cole.
and you've been listening to Speak English Lo-Fi. See you in the next one.